So where you drove in is the where you drove in is the beginning of our property, which is leased from the city of SLO. We're 19 acres total, and we sublease out to our subtenants. Up here we have Blosser Urban Gardens, and they run a really successful CSA. And then the land that we're standing on here is our educational garden space. So this is where we run all of our educational programs, which there are many. We work a lot with school districts, and we also, one of our most robust programs right now is our youth empowerment program. And I was telling Steve and Dwayne that this program serves at-risk teens. They come out every Saturday and they do a lot of different agriculture-based workshops, but that covers a lot of different topics like leadership, health and wellness, career and college readiness. It's a really cool program, and kids are out here just really like getting their hands dirty, getting to know one another. They also get paid to be here, so it's really cool. It's actually enrolling right now too, our summer program, so we're really excited about that. We have a student from last session, our pilot session, who was in the youth empowerment program, who's working on a piece of our land over here, which is a special dedicated piece of land for that program, and all of the food that's grown on that land goes to the food bank. In a partnership program with the food bank. So that's part of the work that we do here, is promote food security for our community. So yeah, back to this piece of land. This is where a lot of ag education happens for our community, and we do all regenerative agriculture here. So it's basically beyond organic. The goal of that is to restore soil health for long-term productivity of farmland, and like health of soil, health of people, health of community, all that good stuff. Yeah, we don't till, we do heavy compost application, and it's really working, as you can see, so we can walk it. I was kind of going through some of the rows before you got here, and we were just talking about some of the crops, but like this is one of the lettuces that's going to SLO Provisions. It's actually a little bit different of a variety, but it's a Salanova lettuce, and it's like just so good. So pretty. Yeah. I mean, you can taste it if you want to. It's so good. So we've got just a lot of row crops. We're always flipping beds, and part of what we do here too is a lot of intercropping and managing pests in a holistic way, and so part of that is planting lots of pretty flowers like the ones that you see here.
Love our pollinators.
Yeah, exactly. So we're attracting beneficial insects to help balance the harmful pests. These are some of the squash that will be going to SLO Provisions today.
So well.
Yeah, they're doing really well. So some yellow squash.
There they are.
Let's see. Another big focus of what we do is our composting system. So we have vermicompost, which is worm composting. We have a 3-bay compost system. It looks like a hot mess right now because we're mid system, which involves shipping the compost. Our farm manager could tell you more about this, but we have a Johnson Sioux bioreactor. Yeah, what is that? And so it's that big black like cylindrical thing, and there's actually another one over here, but it's I think the only one in the county. And basically we're breeding beneficial fungus to put into the soil. Yeah, so we're all about soil health over here. There's actually 4 different lettuces planted in this bed, but they're all Salanova variety. This is an oak leaf, this is a butter leaf, this is the green, and then this is the same thing but red butter leaf. Today your mix is this oak leaf, green mixed with red. It looks and tastes so good. Not to brag. This is going to be a U-pick orchard. There's 40 stone fruit trees in here. These are donated and maintained by Megan's Organic Market, and their group of volunteers is here right now maintaining them, which is awesome. And then this is our flock of sheep, which are always a big hit. They're taking naps, but hey guys! Come here! Come on, lazy. They're part of our regenerative processes as well because they're contributing to soil health. These three over here are Navajo Churro breed. They're a heritage breed. They were actually wiped out. I forget what year, but basically there was some like government mandate that they were all shot and replaced with the European breed over here. This guy. So this is a pumpkin patch that's being planted for our annual fall harvest festival, which should be. Ooh, gotcha. You all right?
Yeah.
Sorry. Now you're awake. Pretty shocking here. Yeah, annual fall harvest festival should be ready by we shove off the pumpkins. Anne Marie's hard at work getting those pumpkins going, and then we'll end in here.
Oh wow.
In here, this is the hoop house. So yeah, this is designed by Shane, farm manager. I mean, he's responsible for all of this here on the farm, but this is really just the showstopper. So lots of different kinds of tomatoes. We have 4 different cherry tomatoes. There's beefsteak, heirlooms, all intercropped with strawberries and lots of good stuff in here. There's peppers, beets, onions. Man, you could eat in here for a long time. Lots of cucumbers. Yeah. So everything grows a lot faster in here because we lower the walls at night and keep it really warm. We have to harvest cucumbers every day because they double in size overnight.
Double in size?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. It's a daily harvest. Eggplant. So needless to say, Shane loves growing in here because it's just so productive.
Double overnight. That's crazy.
Yeah. Well, maybe like 40%, but it's not too much of an exaggeration. It's definitely a lot. Yeah. So basically, that's the gist of like what we're growing. All of our sales here support our education programs, and so the main purpose of what we do is to educate community members and youth. Particularly those that are underserved or at risk because of low income or whatever else, and help people experience the farm and the farm experience. And then, so all of our proceeds from produce sales are going into that purpose. And then also part of our mission is to enable farmers in sustainable agricultural production by leasing out parcels of land. It's just this piece here.
Okay.
It's just the 19 acres, but the part that we walked around it's like less than 2 acres. So the remaining about 16, because some pieces are parking and whatnot. So about 16 acres are leased out to small farmers to enable their small farms.
Cool.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. I totally agree. It's more about knowing your farmer because you can be certified organic and still be using pesticides if they're organic pesticides.
Right, exactly.
You can be doing monocropping on this huge scale, and at that point, like, organic really doesn't mean that much. You're still like kind of not using practices that are sustainable.
Right.
So it's more about like understanding how your stuff is farmed, because then down the street you have a farmer who's not certified but is farming in a way that's like healing the soil, like kind of like we're doing here. So it's
this is
hard to.
Really the right.
I mean, wind is something we definitely have here. We're learning all the time. I mentioned that piece of land that's being used to farm for the food bank, and that's where some of our interns from the empowerment program are working. That's really an experimental piece of land, and we're farming regeneratively, but on a larger scale than is being done in this smaller space here. And we're kind of like leading the way for this area in general. Regenerative farming really isn't happening on a large scale yet, as far as any of us know. So we're working with people in this region and beyond to kind of like discover new practices. So it's pretty exciting. Yeah, right now we're just really focused on education. It's like spreading these practices that way. I'd say everyone who comes here, whether they're a farmer or a student or just like an interested community member, is kind of like takes away something about sustainability when they leave. It is prime ag land, I will say that. It's pretty fertile. I mean, it's hard clay soil, which you have to deal with, but there's water. So crop of kids, they're like, I'm not eating that. Oh, like,
Yeah.
no, I don't eat that. And then once they grow the stuff, and it takes weeks, but once they actually like go through growing something and then harvesting it, they're all about it.
Right, yeah.
Cool. It's staying cool.
Ooh.